welcome back to the Ignorant Genius Podcast. It's your boy Aaron.
What up? That's your boy Zay.
What's up, Levi? Oop, shit, Zay. What you? let's
Edit.
um, let's start off with our top artists in music so far this year.
Okay.
We missed a couple episodes, so there's no point in reviewing these albums. But who you been listening to so far this year?
Album wise, I still enjoy ASAP Rocky album. Don't Be Dumb. I'm looking forward to not only the tour but also the this too. I know he had leaked a couple songs on there. Don Toliver as well. I really have been enjoying that. Fun album that I didn't expect a lot from. Baby Trying. I Don't Bind Too. And I will
You'd be
say,
surprised. I like Baby Tron.
yeah, Baby Trying cool, man. Like, yeah, but and Cold. And there's been a lot of singles. Like I know Boss Man D-Lo had dropped that Kaya sample. And shit's funny and fun. I like it. I like ignorant shit.
Wait, my neck, my back.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I gotta check it out.
Yeah, Boss Man D-Lo redid that. But yeah, that's been the music that I've been enjoying as of late.
See, it's hard because you got to look at the dates. See, Conway dropped at the end of last year. His album, ASAP Rocky, of course. Don Toliver, The Fall Off Game, mixtape was smooth. Brent dropped. LMA got an album that's nice. Baby Keem. Tyler. Ty Dolla $ign dropped.
Yes.
So it's a little bit hit and miss. There's be so much music, so much shit, and I be watching podcasts and TV shows. So we can jump right into that. What you been watching this year?
Honestly, I did enjoy Wonder Man. That's what I've been watching. I have gotten caught up with, or I'm getting caught up with Daredevil. It was better than expected. I think Marvel about to have a great year, so I've been really trying to follow that. As you know, Invincible just dropped, Boys just dropped. So like, I'm a kid in the candy store when it comes to the things that I like, which is all like the superhero scientific stuff. So yeah.
Paradise, I recommend that for everybody. It's sneaking in my top 5 shows of all time. Invincible dropped the first 3 episodes. Daredevil comes out on the 24th. I'm missing something. But yeah, TV been good. Yeah, just waiting on Spider-Man to drop, Avengers to drop, Scary Movie. What is it?
6 or 7. 7, I think.
Damn, there been that many. Well, Scary Movie dropping. I watched Scream. Everybody was hating on it. I give it a 7. It's a fucking, what is it, the 7th Scream? Like, what do y'all
Yeah.
expect, man?
Yeah.
So TV and music been good so far this year, man. I'm just waiting for everything else to drop.
Yeah.
Besides ASAP, what artists you think dropping this year? You think we getting the whole album?
I think we are. I think we're getting a whole album, or just a whole tour of greatest hits and B sides, or I don't know. But he's doing something because he's headlining a lot of tours and doing a lot of big shows. Future's. I don't know if somebody's hacking his social media because I feel
Yeah.
like it's happening like where
Too often.
yeah, it's happening too often. But I want to say Future dropping, but also I know he records so much music and people take control of his thing. Because I think like wasn't a couple years ago, last year, Michael Jackson was posting his album from the Instagram page.
Yeah.
Like, so I don't know if he's dropping. I don't think. I do see that on social media, a lot of people have been putting the Iceman logo up to try to like promote that. So I'm guessing it should be coming, but I don't think that it's going to do as good. I think I seen somebody say that whenever Drake drop, Kendrick might just drop a week afterwards just to be petty, which I would not be surprised about.
Yeah.
Who else am I looking forward to? I am looking forward to a Larry June solo. The Currency.
He said it's coming.
Yeah. I think that's coming. The Currency album was okay. I just didn't think they fit well with Alchemist. It could be for somebody. It just that wasn't the best fit to me with those two. But those are the people I'm looking forward to, and I believe should be coming. So, and Yay Bully, I guess his marketing is just so weird.
It's a rumor that Don Toliver wrote the whole thing. Him and somebody else, and now they're trying to like fix it, like rewrite it. Cause I don't know, man. Shout out to Ye. I mean, he's selling out tours, but I don't know if I'm looking forward to no new music for him. Let's jump into the next topic. We gonna go to Gene Simmons says hip hop doesn't belong in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Absolutely false because there's multiple genres that belong in it. Whether it's blues, jazz, it's not rock and roll driven. Rock and roll musically driven. It is more geared embrace the rock and roll lifestyle or other factors when it comes to music. So like that just seemed like an out of touch statement from somebody who just doesn't like hip hop or us folks, us coloreds in
Yeah.
y'all backyard, and it's just like we, who are you to tell hip hop artists not that they should not be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame when we created rock and roll? Like so,
Yeah.
yeah,
So, like, I agree with everything you said, but at the same time, I get tired of having these conversations. I just want us to have our own space
yes,
where we don't got to be judged and ridiculed and say our stuff is not music when
no, yeah, I
I
hundred
don't
percent
know,
agree with
man.
that. Like I like
Trying to be politically correct, but it's like,
no, I 100% agree. Like, and I didn't mean to cut you off, but hip hop has been around for over 50 years. Whether it's BET, whether it's VH1, whether it's Tubi, whatever, we should have our own thing. And I mean, we still are fortunate enough to have Jay Z around, LL Cool J around, Ice Cube around, three pioneers that should and could spearhead this. I know they got their own business ventures that are outside of hip hop,
yeah.
but that's what got them to where they are. And it would be great to see them reinvest in this to show that we're the most popular genre, and I think that we'll come out and show up for it.
And the only thing with that is we gotta know to come together for something that's good. People like to argue who owns it, what's that. That's the only reason we can't do stuff like that.
Yeah.
And this is not music related, but I feel like it should be an NBA Hall of Fame too, because everybody shouldn't get in off of high school, college,
yeah, EuroLeague,
all that other
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Cause yeah, man. Another conversation for another day. Okay, man. Fuck Gene Simmons. This is something you came up with. I'm gonna let you lead it. The musical experience.
Oh yeah, live musical experiences. I don't know if it's gonna be no copyright issues, but I am only X amount of years old, but there have been musical experiences that I have not been able to experience, but you witness them and you're like, man, I wish I could go. And one of my favorite movies is Paid in Full, but one of the things that made it cool was how they placed Phil Collins "Feeling in the Air Tonight." But it's this one clip of him performing, because there's always that famous drum pattern.
Yeah.
And like he paces it out so smooth, and people like, ain't no way he gonna make it to the drums in time. And he hit that shit, man, and the crowd went crazy. I wish I was able to see that. The DMX 1999. I know it was on MTV. Was it Lollapalooza? No, was it Lollapalooza?
Yeah. Or Woodstock.
Woodstock 99. Yeah, it was Woodstock 99. I mean, us coming up as kids, we seen that, and that shit looked like that to me was hip hop going into the forefront, the beginning stages. Like people don't give DMX enough credit for that because like he was beyond just commercial success. He was like a universal icon when it came to what he did.
Yeah.
And also the last one, I love Michael Jackson, and I love Guns N' Roses. You can see by my shirt, but like he had their guitarist, my man Slash. I'm a big Slash fan. He had him playing guitar for him, but Slash got a lot of ego and do a lot of drugs. And Michael Jackson was just trying to like take his show and make sure he controlled the show, but Slash wouldn't stop playing the guitar. I mean, just seeing those two living legends would have been amazing, up close and personal, being in that experience. I mean, Michael Jackson is the greatest performer to probably ever lived, but to see him and Slash do it together, I just wish I was able to see that. Yeah,
Okay.
so those are mine.
I'm gonna piggyback off of Mike. I wish I was there for the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah. Oh, he was just standing there. Yeah.
Tupac's last House of Blues show. Wife beater walking around. Any Source Awards where they fought at. I wish I was there. And this might be, it's recent, so y'all might disclaim it, but fuck that. Locks versus Dipset versus.
Oh man, that's a great one. Yeah,
and like you said, Hot 97, Hov when Mike came out.
Yeah.
So I would experience that. Yeah.
Most definitely. Yeah, it's just like when you look back at it, you're like, damn, that shit happened. And it's like I wasn't even old enough to do it, or I didn't have the resources to do it, but I wish I could have done it.
I'm glad you said that with the resources. Hey, when y'all get to hating on us buying the same Jordans for 30 years, I couldn't get them back then. I couldn't afford it. Or my mom didn't get them, or I lost them, or they got stole. Just like y'all wear the same white Air Force Ones, the same Timberlands, the same Pradas over and over, or you get this, like, fuck y'all, I'm going to keep wearing them till I die.
No, that's a good point for the later topic, too.
Okay. Let you jump in these Detroit politics, man.
As of late, we've been having And this is a good conversation. A lot of Detroit politics with the artist and a podcaster named Dogface TV. And it all kind of stemmed from a rapper from California had a problem with T Grizzly and said they robbing everybody from Detroit.
Yeah, I saw that.
And it planted some seeds that already been going on from what I gathered. Where how would they even know all this information about Detroit unless somebody from Detroit was telling the information to the people in California? And a lot of people been under protection from those guys in California, whether it be Bloods or Crips, or a lot of times it's situations where you got internal beefs that's supposed to stay in house to get outside. So the Dogface guy, this is one of the things he said something about it, because he like it ain't no Detroit versus everybody. Because if it was Detroit versus everybody, why ain't none of y'all sticking up for T Grizzly? Like ain't none of y'all sticking up for bro or whatever. And he was like, I know why, because y'all let the shit happen in house or internally, so it ain't no surprise that y'all letting this shit happen externally.
Yeah.
He ended up going crashing out on Peasy, 42 Doug, and that was another issue too, because they like he shouldn't say anything because he ain't from Detroit.
Yeah.
But he lived in Detroit. He was born in Pontiac, and that made me think too. Like, when is the expiration date on when you could talk about Detroit politics as well? Because it's just like I know Peasy and all the rappers in Detroit, they don't still stay in Detroit. So like, do you lose your card to talk about Detroit once you leave, or like is it a certain amount of time you gotta be there? But bro ended up also like exposing like Street Lord Wine. We're not necessarily exposing, I guess you could say, or maybe you can, because a lot of this stuff been hearsay in the Detroit streets that he had a hand or allegedly had some type of hand in Blake Icewood being assassinated. Even going so much so with them being in the same group, he still puts money and writes letters to the guy who.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's what I was telling you earlier. That is the alleged shooter of Blade Icewood. But not only that, I guess too, when Peasy had got indicted or did his federal time, he was in jail with Street Lord Wine, and the Chicago dudes was going to beat up Peasy because I don't know if you remember a few years ago, Peasy said something about a murder that Dirk did or whatever.
Yeah.
So them Chicago niggas didn't take that shit lightly.
Yeah.
They was going to get with him in the feds. And he basically, like, Peasy was going to take whatever came with it, but Juan was going behind his back telling everybody, I had to protect him. He went, he couldn't stand on the yard with them. He was like, no, I was going to take whatever came with it.
Yeah.
But I guess that's what it really comes down to when it comes to Detroit politics. Who can talk on it, when they could talk on it. Is it really a Detroit versus everybody? Because it's always been little small shit, and it's not surprising me. We even have an East versus West beefs in Detroit.
Yeah.
But when can you talk about Detroit politics versus when you can't? Do you feel like once you leave, or only people from Detroit can talk about it? Can the podcasters that stay in Southfield talk about it? Like, how does that work?
It's weird because it's a Michigan thing. I feel like it's just crabs in the barrel, tear everybody down. You damn if you damn if you don't. If you're a street rapper, they want you to like be rapping what you live. And it's like, when do you separate you being a professional and you trying to, upscale your life, or you being a street dude? So it's like, I don't know, man, because it's like if you go on the straight and narrow and just stay away from that life, then the fans they gonna clown you. So it's like, I don't know, man. It seems like it's getting better, and it's just fucked everything up.
But
because I saw the 313 day, I saw Big Sean, I saw Vezo and Sada and all them linking up, but then now this shit with the California dude, and then I see Wack up in paperwork saying Doug snitched and stuff, but he didn't snitch. So it's like, I don't know, man. I don't really follow Detroit music like that, but it's like, when does this shit end, bro? Because y'all gonna end up dead or in jail.
But here's another thing too, and this is one thing that I was gonna bring up too, especially when it comes to like how Detroit want to be supported. Like you say, it should be a Michigan thing.
Yeah.
I remember I heard an interview from Draymond Green, surprisingly. He was talking about how the Saginaw and the Flint people stick together because the Detroit niggas always act uppity. And it's like, we actually ruin our blessings by trying to, like, look down on folks sometimes. That's why I say, like, are we supporting each other as Michigan, or is it really Detroit versus everybody? Because I see Draymond show love to us all the time, even when, we didn't always show love to him back.
And that's a Saginaw nigga.
Yeah. Or you will see, like, Miles Bridges or whatever. Like, when does it stop? And that's why I think sometimes we take the Detroit shit a little too strong, because most of the niggas who talking that shit, they don't even stay in Detroit no more. You know what I mean? So it's like at some point we gotta, like you say, when is it gonna end? You know, so that was really what that was about.
Yeah, my bad. Daughter text me. Prayers to everybody involved. I don't listen to y'all music, but I hope y'all don't, crash out over this shit.
Oh, for real.
Okay. Let's jump to sports for a little bit. NBA MVP. Who your top three right now?
It gotta be Shea, Jalen Brown, and it's kind of a toss up between Luca and Jokic. I would say I think the media is a lot kinder to Jokic than they are to Luca, but I think Shea has a strong case. I had Cade, of course, but he gonna be out of it. But like honestly, I think for me personally, I was most impressed, and I hate to say this by Jalen Brown. I mean, they weren't supposed to be as good as they are in the tournaments. And with JT kind of playing okay, they're gonna be kind of scary, especially with Pistons not having Cade.
Okay. Sorry. Luca, number one. I don't give a fuck nobody say. 30, what is it, 33, 8, 9. And you could say Austin Reeves and Brown, but all them missed times, man. They chemistry been up and down. You playing with a bum-ass DeAndre Ayton, a fucking over-the-hill Marcus Smart. Your bench, y'all ain't even got no set bench yet. So it's like Luka's my number one. My number two, Jalen Brown. They weren't supposed to be where they at. And number three is just Shea by default to me.
Yeah, I feel like Shea just.
And that's just what my top three is. I hope Luka get it, but he not. Shea's getting the MVP. Unless something drastic happens, it's his MVP. But me, my pick would be Luka. Okay, it's kind of early. We don't really know what's gonna happen, but finals prediction. What's the two last teams that's gonna be standing?
Based on what I'm looking at, definitely OKC. From the East is a little bit more wide open because I believe the Pistons, even if they get past the first round, who's the fourth right now? Yeah, I think it's Cleveland. I think Cleveland beats the Pistons if Pistons make it out the first round, and you got Boston versus Cleveland. Because I think Boston beats the Knicks.
Yeah.
Maybe it's Boston, OKC.
Yeah. I'm leaning towards that too, Boston and OKC. That's about right now. We'll have this conversation again.
Yeah.
Okay. Expansion. The NBA is meeting up soon to finalize this and see if they're gonna make it happen. How you feel about two expansion teams coming to the NBA? It's a loaded question, but
Yeah.
surface level, how do you feel?
I don't think the league has the health to do. I think the decision came a little too late. Because the 65 game rule is gonna play a big factor in that.
Yeah.
You're gonna make the league crazy weaker by adding these two teams. So you're gonna have one. So more than likely, OKC is gonna win 75 games.
Yeah.
Expansion thing, but also every team is gonna get weaker as a byproduct as well, and they already are thin. Like we're seeing now, just after 2 years of this rule, the stars are dropping like flies. Man. Achilles to superstars has been like crazy. And it's just like I think instead of we hear now. Like I just think the decision a little, it is what it is. I think the better idea would have been a hard cap to beef up the rosters so that they could sustain this 82 game season. Because even if you take like an 82 game season out, it's unfair to people making records and making history. So like I think you kind of hear it'll be exciting, yes. To have two new teams, we won't really see the real effects for about 5 years, but I think we'll be all right.
It's so weird to me because it's like, do y'all want to make money or not?
Yeah.
It's already thin with the superstars and the sitting out, and then y'all got it on 5 different fucking streaming apps. So when it's the Seattle Supersonics versus the Las Vegas Astronauts or whatever, and it's Bronny James versus fucking whoever, nobody's watching that shit, bro.
Yeah, Bronny gonna have to be starting against Shea.
Now Vegas and Seattle are big markets. Well, take away 2 teams, like T-Mac said. Even though T-Mac be saying some bullshit, he's right. I've been saying it for years. When all these people injured and these teams loaded, take away.
Yeah, take away.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree.
All right. I'm sorry, stupid. My daughter texted me. State of the Lions, man. Is our window closed?
Closing. I will say I think that the one thing to our favor is chemistry. That the one thing that is not to our favor is landing big free agent players and making big trades. We're very conservative, so I mean that goes to our favor. But I do think a lot of the teams in the NFC North has made improvements that we didn't really make, and then we got to pay people soon too. So like, I don't know how that's gonna go. I mean, shout out to Jared Goff for restructuring his contract, but even him, he's getting older, you know. So
Yeah.
you don't know.
NFL sucks. It's always basketball over that shit.
Yeah.
It's too many of y'all. Y'all don't get paid enough. Y'all get too injured too much. You can't keep no free agents. We suck. I don't care what nobody say. You got to pay Gibbs.
Yep.
He gonna end up leaving like Saquon left the Giants. St. Brown got to get paid too. I don't see us winning, man. We should have beat San
They got
Francisco.
J-Mo out here eating at candy stores.
We should have. We had our chance when we went against the 49ers in the
Yes.
conference and championship, and we blew it. I don't see us getting no better.
Yep.
Detroit never been a landing spot for free agents like none of our sports teams. So it's like, it is what it is. I hope we do good, but I don't see it happening. How you feel about Floyd and his legacy at this point?
With Floyd, I kind of like, you know what you're getting at this point, man. It's like he's probably going to be fighting, but and that's why I say it's not really the most foreign thing because those Mexican fighters, they be fighting till they like 60, 70 years old too because they not good with money.
Yeah.
And I just expect that with Floyd, you know, unfortunately, like talent wise, like if you ever hear Floyd, like it's funny, like people talk about how you know, literate he is, but if you ever hear him talk about boxing, dude's a genius when it comes to that. Like,
Yeah.
that's all he knows. Like literally, that's all he knows. You know, I think from a fighting standpoint, I'm gonna always tune in because even an old ass Floyd is still better than many other people. You know, I'm definitely gonna tune in for the Pacquiao fight. Is he still doing the one with Tyson as a
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like I'm
He
gonna
got a
watch
third one too. I don't know the dude's name. He's
Yeah.
doing 3 this year.
Yeah, I'll watch whatever he got, you know,
Yeah.
because and that's another thing too. Even outside of his expertise for boxing, he's a marketing genius, you know. So he gonna make me watch, and that's cool. And that also shows all boxing kind of sucks as well.
Yeah.
because
So, but how do you feel about the persona he has portrayed to all of us since we were young? But come to find out that he literally might be broke though.
well, honestly, man, I guess younger me would have been like a little bit more shocked, but older me looking at that nigga like, yeah, that nigga don't even not good with his money, man.
Yeah.
He not good with it, you know, like. But that happens for some reason with these boxers a lot of times, especially the more wealthier ones. They get their money so fast and spend it so fast because they think they're gonna keep getting it. You know what I mean? And that's I think is gonna be the real determining factor for Floyd is that what happens when he cannot do these anymore. You know, like that's when we're gonna really see the ripple effects. But like right now, you know, I kind of already knew it was a gimmick when he went from pretty boy to money or whatever, and the money thing. I remember seeing this thing, right? The quickest way to make $100,000 is to make people think that you got $100,000. You know, and Floyd, the quickest way for him to make money is to make everybody think that he has money. But the problem is with that gimmick, he spends way more than what he needs to. And it's going to keep him fighting until he's 60 years old, 70 years old. And I mean, if he wanted to do it, cool. I mean, if like, you know, athletes want to play past their prime, they got the right to do it. You know, he's fighting against people that are his level. You know, so like he knows that he ain't as good as he used to be.
Yeah,
so.
he can't get in there with Terrence Crawford.
Yeah, he can't get in there with Terrence Crawford. You know, so like, I mean, is it fucked up? It's fucked up to see anybody fuck up that much money because we'll never see that type of money. But I mean, I can't be surprised by somebody who only knows one thing at an expert level, which is boxing.
Yeah. Okay. I think you put this here. It says males and emotional availability.
Yeah, this is kind of. How often do you feel, or do you feel judged when you try to be vulnerable? So is that a reason why you kind of like shield yourself?
Yeah, we was taught that as little kids. Not in this generation, but you don't supposed to cry.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to do nothing. You're a boy. You're a man. There's certain shit that expected out of you, and that's what you got to do.
Yeah, and I think sometimes even with dealing with the opposite sex, it's like they don't realize that sometimes. You know, like you make emotional availability and being vulnerable. That becomes synonymous with punishment. You know, because like what happens if like you know you cry over some shit versus your sister cry on some shit or your cousin or whatever the case may be? They gonna tell you man, you better wipe them fucking tears off.
Get
You know
your
what I'm
soft
saying?
ass
Yeah,
up.
get your
What you?
soft ass up. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And then it trickles down to when you an adult, and you start noticing that you have to be self aware to realize this shit is something that you've been trying to do your whole life. But I think that a lot of times, people want that requirement from us. But we wasn't able to give it for all our life. And yeah, now it's different. Like we got kids now and shit like that. We say it's okay to cry shit. We might even cry in front of them just to let them know it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
But like that's not something that's common to us. And I think a lot of times that expectation has been put upon us when that's something that we can still gotta learn. Some of us 40, 35, 30 years of being told literally do not shed no fucking tears. And then all of a sudden people want you to be vulnerable. And then when you do it, they don't even know how to handle it because they was a part of the problem why you couldn't do it. You know?
Yep. And I'll say it's different because again, there's certain people that'll let you be vulnerable with them and stuff. But the perception, like to the masses, all right, we already know if a dude do anything, you sassy, you can't
you
do
sassy.
shit. So it's like, again, the saying of the day is you damn if you do, you damn if you don't,
Damn,
man.
you don't. My sister said this: the best therapy for men, unfortunately, is getting on game and cussing each other out too, because that's the one safe place where they could just be themselves.
Yep.
That's sad though. Like,
Yeah. Don't be showing your feelings to no strangers, fellas. You're gonna get hold. You sassy. You don't do nothing.
yeah.
Okay. Got a question. Are you obligated to take care of your family if you become rich?
Obligated and family is kind of tricky, right? Like it's a loaded question. I'm obligated to take care of my son, and I'll give what I can, right? I would definitely give what I can to everybody, but whatever I give y'all, what y'all choose to do with it is what y'all choose to do with it. But trust and believe, my immediate family, which is me and my son, we getting the lion's share,
Yeah.
and we not about to be fucked up because of everybody else. I'll definitely look out.
I ain't looking out for nobody that I don't fuck with. It's people that ain't checked on me, my kids, ever. I'm gonna get that shit to the people I love, which is friends. So it's like, nah,
Yeah, that's
I ain't
just family
I ain't
too.
take care of nobody, y'all. And I'm a lot too. Y'all ain't even gonna know nothing happen. I'm just gonna say, yeah, I ain't fucking with y'all.
Yeah, for
Nope,
real.
I ain't obligated to take care of nobody that I don't want to, man.
Nah, that's real.
Okay. Another question. Well, this is you, the Wale.
Yeah, so like me and you are getting up there. We unks and shit like that.
Speak for yourself. Yeah.
Hey, you 3 months older than me. But how are we supposed to dress going into our I guess midlife crisis? I guess like
This has been a project for my whole life because I always thought about it when I was younger, where you turn a certain age and you wear Kangos and ugly ass brown dress shoes. I'm not doing that. I'm gonna do what I want to do to the day I die. I don't know what that is where you get a certain age. I don't code switch, man. Everybody that know Aaron knows Aaron is Aaron in every fucking situation. No. No,
yeah.
I live my life how I want to live my life, so judge me all you want, but say it out loud. Don't do no fake shit. If you feel like I'm supposed to act a certain way and I'm a certain age, then stay the fuck away from me, because I'm going to be buying J's, I'm going to be wearing joggers and doing all that shit to the fucking put me in a casket in a jogging suit. I don't give a fuck. That's me, man. It's just
No,
how I am.
I get it. I agree with you. And like I think a lot of times people who perceive that we supposed to like wear the open toe sandals and the pleated shorts and all that shit, they forget that their parents they dressed like that when they were teenagers. Or
Yeah.
how they grew up dressing. Like
Yeah.
we're dressing like how we grew up.
So
And
basically what you saying is our generation got swag and theirs
yeah,
didn't.
our generation actually got the most swag. That's why I think that they don't like it. Like when we see like all the baggy clothes and shit like that, we was the first generation to wear baggy clothes. Like when flannels came back, that was us. You know, like so I think it's funny that like the younger generation wants us to give back something that we gave them. And it's like, no, we took the risk on that shit. Like I be seeing people wearing throwbacks and fucking, baggy jeans. We was doing that shit in 02, 01, you know what I mean? Like, and it's like, no, y'all shouldn't dress like that. Y'all should dress like Steve Harvey. No, fuck that. Like, Steve Harvey already is dressed like that. So why would he,
Yeah.
like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, man. Do what y'all want to do, man. Let nobody tell y'all what y'all supposed to do, because if it's wrong at a certain age, it should be wrong at all ages. Don't change up because you're a certain age, man. Be yourself. Okay. We're going to do a little rapid fire before we,
Yeah, one of these I'm terrible at.
yeah, let's get it. What's a moment that made you realize you're getting older?
When I'm trying to convince my son what cool music is, like I feel like my dad trying to put Kenny G on for me or whatever. I'll be like, I put on Bone Thugs. I was like, this is what we used to listen to, and I'm like, oh, I'm that dad. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, shit, yeah, I'm that dad. Like he was not fucking with it. I'm like, I could
I just aged my daughters when they in the car and something come on. I be like, you weren't even born when this was out. But the moment that made me realize when I'm getting older, damn it, I just went away from me that quick. We go to the next one. What's the biggest?
That's what makes you feel like you're getting older. Your memory.
My memory. What's the biggest "this is fine" moment that you absolutely wasn't fine with? Like, oh, that's fine, that's cool when somebody say something or do something.
That's a tough one, man. I probably would say right now, and I guess this is gonna be just, I mean, the nature of the show. Dealing with my son's fucking grades, like I'll be like, "Hey, everything cool, man? Like, you know how you doing in school, you know?" And we go to parent teacher conference. I'm like, "Dog, you beyond fucking up, man. Like, you like, what do you do? What do you even do at school, man? Like, so I think that's the biggest thing. I'll be like looking at my boy, like, man, what do you even go to school to do? Just record a documentary? You're just viewing these motherfuckers so that they can just so you can observe them. Like, what do you do when I send you here? I know I take you." So, like, I look at his shit, I look at his progress reports and report cards. I'm like, oh, my God, bro. We're going to be working 16-hour shifts just to get you through 7th grade. This is fucked up, man.
Yeah. This is fine is life, really, because people be like, oh, how you doing? Or are you okay today? You get some rest? What the fuck you going to do if I tell you otherwise?
No, I remember somebody hit me with that before, too, though. Like, I'm glad you rephrased it. Somebody said that to me in the elevator. He said, man, what if I told you how I really was feeling? You know,
damn.
It hit me.
Oh, like, shit. See, I don't like that because I'm like, well, you right, nigga. I really don't care. Get me off this elevator.
Yeah. Please, like, cause we on floor 2. Well, we gotta go to 36. Yeah. Like, no, like, I stopped doing that shit though. Like, for me, through life, like, I stopped doing that shit. Like, I'll tell somebody, like, cause I only hurt myself by trying to pretend that I'm fine when I'm not. Bro. Yeah. Like, so, like, I stopped doing this shit and tell niggas, like, yo, like, even if it's something as small as I'm tired, motherfuckers won't even tell you that you're tired. That's what goes back to the whole emotional availability shit. Like, I tell my friends, I tell you straight up, like, bro, I'm tired.
Yeah.
You know, like, shit. Because it's just like, you start conditioning yourself to not think that that's okay to say. It's okay to not be fine. Like, that's the thing. Like, I had conditioned myself for so long to think that you always got to be fine. And it's like, that's actually what's going to hurt you the most.
Yeah. Okay, this is the last one. I wanted Josh here for this because I don't want Ben to cuss me out for this. What's something everyone pretends to understand but actually doesn't?
Ooh, boundaries. I think boundaries. People think boundaries are you having rules against them. It's not that. Boundaries is just how you expect to be treated. And if you can't treat that person that way based on their boundaries, it's okay for you to let them go. But I think people and this is a bigger overarching thing. People using therapy terms like gaslighting, gatekeeping, all that shit. Like, I think people, they learn those words. They start crowbarring them into every fucking thing after like 2 sessions. And then, like, all of a sudden they think that they could just tell everybody that, you know, they're a doctor. And it's like, you have not done any work just because you did like 5 sessions or 4 sessions. It's a lifetime. It's like
shit, they doing social media fucking
social media therapy. You know, like,
crazy.
so, like, so I think mental health is a big thing and is an overarching thing. I think that people think they understand it, what they really don't. I think sometimes, like, if I tell somebody, like, I go to therapy, for example, they think that I'm doing it because I'm crazy. And it's like, I'm not doing it because I'm crazy. I'm doing it because I want to know how to operate certain situations that I ain't learned how to operate when I was younger. And I'm trying to be better at it. So, people judge me because of that shit, bro. And I know, like you say, like, you said, like, if you get the right therapist, you might do something. But, like, like, I think with therapy, like, I think people think they understand the shit a lot more.
For sure.
They think they understand it a lot more than what they actually do.
They see it on TV and social media.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry. Religion.
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
I'm sorry. Man, we gonna talk. I need you on the pod. You and Josh. We'll talk about it offline. But I don't understand it. So when I see somebody else that's not in that, realm, and they just call on it when something bad happened or something good happened, it's like, I don't know. We gonna have an episode about that, but yeah, religion is my answer, man.
Fair enough.
Okay, 2 more things. Do you see the picture? What's the most iconic chain in hip hop?
So I'm gonna say most iconic and versus what I like the most. What I like the most is always gonna be the Diplomats, right? But to me, it's the Cash Money.
The Cash Money is the most iconic chain to me, and the second one under that is Death Row. I like the Diplomat merch. The chain though, no. You was Dipset the fuck out. But yeah, yeah, because it would be Rockefeller third for me. Yeah, Diplomat Chain would never. Yeah.
Rockefeller did not mean nothing to me until Dipset signed. I was 01. I was rooting for Nas, bro. No lie.
Yeah, we gonna end it on that though.
Boy, it's out the mud. We got Rashad McCount.
Ignorant Podcast. We here. Follow us on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. We love y'all. We'll be back soon. We're gonna have a special guest for y'all. Somebody y'all. This be our biggest guest ever. Y'all just stay tuned to the next episode. We out. That's crazy.